तो भाई साहब मोदी जी ने आपकी मदद नहीं करी,
हाँ?
ना आपने उनके लिए क्या?
Now listen. He became the Prime Minister. And I have worked for him. I have spent money, tons of money out of my own pocket on him. And I believe that he would never have been elected except for my help. But the day the election results were announced, ये कोई कुदरत का हिसाब है जो मेरे को ये ख्याल आया कि on the next day I wrote my piece in the Sunday Guardian. I used to write a weekly piece.
वो शायद आपको पैसे दे के छपवाना पड़ा था। पैसे दिए थे आपने छपवाने के लिए उसको?
किसको?
कुछ पे किया था ना उसके लिए? संडे गार्डियन ने पैसे लेके छापा था वो?
नहीं, दूसरी बात बताता हूँ आपको। Sunday Guardian में I wrote my piece in which I said that Mr. Modi, congratulations on your spectacular success, and I am very proud that I have some small contribution to make to your success. But I am writing this to tell you that I am living in the departure lounge of God's airport. I want nothing from you and nothing means nothing. Now fulfill your promises to the people of India. ये मेरे को एक आकाशवाणी आई जो मैं ये आर्टिकल लिखा, नहीं तो ये हरामजादे सब कहते हैं कि इसको मैं मिनिस्टर नहीं बनाया तभी ये झूठ बोल रहा है। क्या देखो कुदरत है। आजकल केस चल रहे हैं, कभी न कभी नीरज कुमार को मैं जेल में भेजूंगा। दो इज अ वेरी वेल्दी मैन, ही इज अ बिग bungalow, biggest bungalow in London, where all these Arun Jethmalani and others have enjoyed hospitality. Ostensible reason जो मेरे के एक्सप्रेशन का दिया है कि he tried to interfere with the appointment of CBI officer. मेरा रिश्तेदार लगता है, या अशोक अग्रवाल को मैं CBI ऑफिसर बनाता था. I said that this man is a rascal, he should not be. Okay. All this is going on, and today I am amazed that after the day on which the election results were announced, Modi has not even taken up the phone once and thanked me that Ram, thanks. He is an ungrateful rascal, and I hope you will have to repeat these words on my interview. Don't delete them. And he will soon see the results of the evidence which is coming up. The first piece of evidence I want to tell you now. He promised during the election campaign के अंदर उन्होंने पब्लिक को कहा बार बार हर लेक्चर में कि ये जो $1,500 million means 90 लाख करोड़ रुपए फॉरेन बैंक्स में है, मैं ये वापस लाऊंगा और हर एक गरीब के घर में 15 लाख पहुंचाऊंगा. This is election. Every lecture that he delivered. Well, after 2 years, not $1 has come, not 1 rupee has come. The German government paid a bribe of $475 million to an employee of the Liechtenstein Bank in Switzerland. And they got 1,400 names of rascals, criminals, biggest criminals of the world. And the Swiss Bankers Association made an announcement that the majority of the names are of Indians. 2008, the German Chancellor made a public announcement that we are willing to share this information with any friendly government that wants it. Now I want to ask all of you present here, after hearing this kind of a German offer, what would the government of India do? And what would an opposition in India do? The opposition was Arun Jethmalani. and Modi, the party in power was still the Congress. Both did not ask the Germans to give the names. I went to the Supreme Court, fought the case from 2009. Not one help was received from of course, the Congress government gave no help. But neither did I get any help from these rascals who are now ruling India. I call them rascals. They have no other better word for these rascals. Acha. Now, जिस दिन मोदी के गवर्नमेंट का स्वेरिंग सेरेमनी था, उस दिन उसी गवर्नमेंट का सोलिसिटर जनरल अंडर हिज कवरिंग लेटर, in compliance with the order of the Supreme Court, I told them that supply me the documents, the evidence by which you have tried to get names from the German government. They said, no, we have approached the Germans, they have not given us the names. They delivered to me under a covering letter 17 letters. मैं उनका एक दो लेटर आपको दिखाता हूँ, आप फोटोग्राफ दिखाओ कि ये जो फोटोग्राफ है, दिस इज द फोटोग्राफ ऑफ मिस्टर जेटली and the photograph of this Prime Minister of India called Narendra Modi. In each letter, they scored out the name of the author of the letter and the addressee of the letter. बाकी लेटर रखाएगा, मगर एक जगह नाम तो निकाला, मगर एक ईमेल एड्रेस का तो भूल गए. मैं वो ईमेल एड्रेस निकाला. That email address turned out to be the email address of a madam called Anita Kapoor, who is the well-known friend of Mr. Chidambaram. She was the CBDT key. And this is not an address between the government of India and the government of Germany, but an address of an Indian department to a small tax office in Germany which deals with only double taxation avoidance treaty. Now, I want people to understand what this double taxation avoidance treaty is. Double taxation avoidance treaty compels an honest businessman, an honest taxpayer, to pay tax in two different countries on the same income. I am an Indian, I earn money in Germany. The Indian government is entitled to tax me on the whole income. The Germans are entitled to tax him on the ground that he is making money in Germany. So to avoid this double taxation, give some relief to honest taxpayers. This office has nothing to do with the corrupt officers. Anyway, Chidambaram's son is now being dealt with, but Chidambaram is still out. One of these days, if I am alive, I will see that both Chidambaram and Arun Jethmalani go to jail for this great fraud on the people of India. Doesn't Arun Jethmalani know of this correspondence? He inherited this whole department. And the other side, Chidambaram's man came and gave it to me on the day when their new government was coming, because they thought that Arun Jethmalani may be loyal to Mr. Jethmalani and he may give it to him. But they didn't know that he is himself a rascal. What is this Modi? What is this? And party president ने कह दिया कि all talk about black money was an election jumla, a joke, a gimmick. I went to Bihar. And you shouldn't be surprised that I have been elected from Bihar now. I went to Bihar. Nitish Bhai called me to go and campaign for it. So I told him, I said, Mr. Nitish, dekho, I am now too old to come and campaign for you. I am running the 93rd year of my life. I don't have the energy to do it, though I have more energy than all of them put together. So, doesn't matter. But I said, don't worry about it. You organize 2 meetings for me and see what I do. And I won't address each meeting for more than 15 minutes. He did it. So I want people of India to know what I said in these meetings. I told the people, I said, Mr. Nitish Bhai has called me here to campaign for him, but I've said no. But my campaign consists of telling you that if I was a voter in Bihar, I'll vote for Nitish and his party and his allies and bring him to success. And I wish him success, and I hope you will accept my advice, vote for this government. This required only 2 minutes. I said, but I have come here for some other purpose. And please, is there in this audience anybody who can guess what I have come for? Nobody could get up. I said, now I'll tell you the reason. That I am a highly educated person. I practiced law for 75 years. I know the crooks of the world. I know the good people of the world. With all my experience and education, Modi has made a fool of me. He made me believe that he was serious about black money being recovered, which he was not, because now his party president has told you that it was all a joke, and he has not controverted it. He has, on the contrary, given Amit Shah a second term. So I said, they are cheats. They are conspirators in cheating you. And so much of a conspirator is also Arun Jethmalani. Why did he keep quiet all these times? And I said, now I must tell you that this statement of the party president is a confession that we cheated you and got your votes. And I have therefore to make a confession that I have helped Modi to cheat you. I have come to seek your forgiveness. I don't want to meet God with guilt on my head, and I have come to seek your pardon. Please give it to me so that when I die with a clean conscience. And what happened to the BJP in Bihar? It will happen to them again and again. They have cheated the army. They promised OROP. They completely let them down. The army campaigned in Bihar against them. Retired widows and children. And Modi is not going to be a prime minister after another 2 or 3 years. Be sure about it. Whoever might become, Modi is out. And Modi and his accomplices are going to be out. I will see to it that they do not ever come back in this country. So, Bhaiya, this is the state of affairs. What have they done? What have they done to remove corruption? Nothing. What have they done to put honest people in jobs? Nothing. In the whole cabinet, there are only 2 persons about whose honesty I'm almost sure. One is Prabhu, the railway minister. The other is that chap from Goa. Apart from these, I can't swear about anybody's integrity. What is all this? You get votes on the ground that the Congress has cheated this nation for so long, but you have been cheating the people by making, that conspirator Verma has now filed an affidavit in the High Court saying that I was persuaded by the CBI officer Neeraj Kumar and his Ramanish. They have made me file this false affidavit. All this is a joke. This document was not created here. It is not a forgery by anybody in India, nor have we planted it. I was compelled to say it. So this is the state of affairs, and you owe it a duty to the people of India that you should speak the truth, nothing but the truth. Already I must tell you, and I am ashamed that the Indian press has been bought by Mr. Arun Jethmalani. Why did Modi make him a candidate from, what for that he made him a candidate from Amritsar? I wrote in writing, wrote a letter to him that you have set up Mr. Arun Jethmalani as a candidate from Amritsar. I have repeatedly told you that he is a crook, but you have now again put him up. Now the difficulty will be that therefore I will not go to Amritsar, because that will mean I should hurt you, and I don't want to hurt you even though you have hurt me already. But be sure that he is going to lose, because Mr. Modi, you have done nothing for the Sikhs of Punjab. I have, and I enjoy their love and affection, and no Sikh is going to vote for this crook of yours. It happened, he lost by 1,25,000 votes. If they don't understand, please educate the people of India that even the press has let you down. Major newspapers will not publish my articles. My own paper, the Sunday Guardian, in which I wrote in April a long piece asking questions from Mr. Arun Jethmalani, that please answer these questions, because if you don't answer these questions, then you are a cheat and a crook. My article, which I usually sent in the last 5 years, on Sunday morning when I saw the paper, that space was occupied by an advertisement. I was the chairman of the board. This is what happened to the chairman of the board of Sunday Guardian, and I resigned on that day, and I got in touch with members of the press that please, will you publish my article? Do you know that they had so arranged with the press that the press was not prepared to publish my article, because they had expressed instructions that Mr. Jethmalani's article should not appear. Ultimately, the Indian Express was the only paper which published my article. They published it as a paid advertisement, which cost me 13 lakhs. But I published that article. What kind of people do you have in this country?
अरे भाई साहब, हम लोग आपका 100वां जन्मदिन मनाएंगे, तो आपको कुछ लगता है कुछ काम अधूरा रह गया है अभी जीवन में करने के लिए?
बस अभी मेरा तो यही काम रह गया है बाकी, एक इन हरामजादों को जेल में भेजना, which I will inshallah do.
आपके अंदर इतनी एनर्जी कहाँ से आती है भाई साहब?
First of all, it is the act of providence. Second, I hope it is the good destiny of India. I get up in the morning and pray to God. I said, God, please give me 2-3 years more. See that I accomplish my one object, that will be my last act of service to the people of India.
एक भाई साहब, आपने जीवन में बहुत पैसा कमाया है, बड़े बड़े केस लिए, इतने पैसे का आप करते क्या हैं?
You are very much mistaken. I have made money at the bar, but I have made money from 10% of my clients. My 90% work is still free work. I charge crooks, and crooks who are rich, and I am entitled to do that.
क्योंकि एक समय में तो आपको तस्करों का वकील कहा जाने लगा था।
कोई तकलीफ नहीं है. As I told you, the minister's salary my clerk earns. I have no such requirement from Mr. Arun Jethmalani or from Modi.
संघ के बारे में भाई साहब आपकी क्या राय है? राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ के बारे में क्या राय है?
देखो, they are patriots, but misguided patriots to some extent. They mean well, but they require a lot of change in their working methods and even in their philosophy to some extent. But I have great crooks to fight. I am not in a mood to fight the RSS. It's enough for me that they are patriots. Sometimes they go wrong. Every human being goes wrong. I am prepared to forgive it because there are bigger things which I have to do and not waste my energy on.
ये अभी सुब्रमण्यम स्वामी ने कुछ जेटली के साथ टकराव लेना शुरू किया है, क्या लगता है अपने बलबूते पे ले रहे हैं, उसके पीछे किसी का हाथ है?
देखो, सुब्रमण्यम स्वामी जो है ना, he has got good seasons and bad seasons. At the present moment also he is not wholly on the right path. Now, for example, his attack on that poor Rajan is a wholly unwarranted attack. Wholly unwarranted. I don't think that Swami is a great economist of any kind. And I can't understand, most of our leaders have been educated in foreign countries and we have received foreign education in India.